Alright, it's Christopher Fox once again. And this is a request assigned for Jaden. And in this video is the continuous downfall of Chris Chan. Let's check it out, baby.
It had to do was exactly what Sonic the Hedgehog? A cartoon.
Yeah, I heard about this guy, whatever the hell he, she, whatever.
And then I had to mail it in, and I had to be drawn out of a hat.
I don't like putting this kind of crap on my channel, people. My little brother watches my videos, you know.
One of the electronic games before he moves on to another one.
Subtitles, so I guess so deaf people know what, can hear it, can see the subtitle as well. And well, if you're deaf, if you want to see the subtitles. Was he?
From the Simpsons here. Today we're
what the? A poo from the Simpsons?
Chandler, aka Chris Chan. Someone had to make this video, so I'm here taking one for the team. Anyways, Chandler is one of the most cataloged people online.
Yeah, he's been around for like since the birth of YouTube.
He has an entire 157,000.
He's been famous for a long goddamn time. It's crazy, man.
Just finished episode 59. For reference, Chandler has a channel of his own with about 50,000 subscribers. Chris Chan is also the creator of the comic Sonichu, has been ridiculed by internet trolls, and most recently was arrested for allegedly his elderly dementia-ridden mother.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
I left a lot of information out of this video so it wouldn't be 1,000 hours long. There is so much information.
How do you get a drink?
People from historians actually catalog his life. Also, I will be referring to Chris Chan as he and then changing the pronoun to she after the transition part. This is the continuous downfall of Chris Chan.
Trust me, you don't want to know how he became a she. They did something to their...
Robert and Barbara. According to a 2004 intake
Never mind. He'll explain it.
He was diagnosed with autism at the age of 5 or 6. In the 2000s, he created a comic called Sonichu, which combined the characters Sonic the Hedgehog and Pikachu and posted it online. Chandler was quite proud of his creation, so much so that
his drawings were cool. I'll give him that.
In 2003, he paraded around his community college with an attraction sign to solicit a female partner. This was the beginning of his so-called love quest. I was actually able to find one of his homemade signs. It read, 21 and single white male, shy, smart, young at heart, computer skill, humorous, a great thinker and go-getter, natural salesperson, enjoys good parts of life, diplomatic, friendly, loves his family, peaceful, very creative, he's lonely, seeking a cute 18 to 21 single female companion, 18 to 21 years of age, does not already have a boyfriend, single, average to slender weight / body type, white, lives in Charlottesville or Ruckersville area. Does not smoke or drink alcohol, happy, positive personality. Average / high income, drives a vehicle. If any men read this huge sign, mind your own business. And to all men with girlfriends except marrieds and blacks, go jump off a cliff, have a nice day. Chris Chan reportedly paced around for hours.
That made no
sign
sense.
or sat next to it, which bothered the dean, Mary Lee Walsh. One day she banned him from bringing the sign, so he responded by threatening him. Shocked, Walsh not only suspended him for 1 year, but also required him to take anger management classes and go to counseling. Undeterred by all this, he then went to a nearby mall and continued his love quest, which wasn't successful. In 2007, Chris Chan's life changed forever when a user on the Something Awful forum posted his comic Sonichu. This led to someone local recognizing Sonichu's creator and outing him as the guy who walked around with an attraction sign. Intrigue built further when images of Chandler at a gaming store were picked up by 4chan. Forum users were baffled by his unusual appearance as well as by the Sonichu necklace he wore. Some were in disbelief and thought he was playing an elaborate prank.
Nothing wrong with looking a little different, a little unique. Nothing wrong with that.
Fact, real. They then learned Chris lived off social security payments which were spent on various toys, memorabilia, and games. They also noticed he lived an extremely sheltered life, which combined with high-functioning autism severely stunted Chris's social skills. Interestingly,
you know what's fucked up? My name's Chris, and I have autism too. What the?
4chan users were surprised to see that he replaced the main protagonist Sonichu with himself. It became apparent the comic was just an expression of Chandler's anger at certain people, his homophobic and sexist ideals, and frustration for not being able to find a romantic partner.
He didn't have the best camera in the world.
Mary Lee Walsh and drew the guards who kicked him out at the mall as characters called jerk-offs and managers. Because Chris Chan's life was so shockingly interesting, a group of people compiled as much information about him as they could and posted it on a website called Encyclopedia Dramatica. ED is a sort of Wikipedia for internet drama and trolling. It didn't take long for Chris Chan to find the website, and when he did, he wasn't exactly happy. So he made a video in November 2007 and asked people to edit the page to paint him in a better light. In it, he explained he wanted to become the father of the Crystal and provided information.
See, that camera quality is not that good. This is good. He doesn't look too bad in this video.
I am a 25-year-old high-functioning autistic male with a simple, peaceful dream. of becoming a father of a sweet little pretty girl.
You want to become a
Well,
father, but you turn
duh,
yourself
we
into a
named
girl.
Crystal Weston Chandler.
Makes no sense
Crystal, a name
to
that
me.
sounds similar to mine, but it has a nice ring to it. And it's also similar to the illustrious metal that is mined from the Earth's ground. Weston, my mother's maiden name, and a proper English name from royal descent. Take them down, please. I'm asking, as an innocent victim of misunderstanding, just take down your web pages or add them to positively better reflect my feelings as an individual, as a person.
Well, people are assholes, so they're not
As a
going to
man
listen
who
to
has
you.
suffered like most everybody in this world that we all live in.
When people didn't respond to his request, he then became frustrated. Chris Chan then took matters into his own hands and edited the page himself. In one of his worst plays ever, he purposefully included embarrassing information about himself in an attempt to overload people so they would leave him alone. However, it backfired horribly because it provided trolls with massive amounts of ammunition. To understand what I mean, let's review one of his edits together. This was the original sentence on the page. It said, he also calls being gay a vice and cites Dr. Kinsey. I don't know what Dr. Kinsey he's talking about, but the only famous Dr. Kinsey I know contradicts everything he just said. But yet again, a 25-year-old virgin knows all about love. Now let's compare this to his edit, which said, he also calls being gay vice and cites Dr. Kinsey. The only famous Dr. Kinsey I know agreed with everything he just said. Rent the Kinsey movie R-rated or unrated from your local movie store. But yet again, a 25-year-old virgin knows all about love, especially after f***ing a plastic woman full of his hot air now and then. As you can see, he had necessarily mentioned he had sex with a plastic doll. As a result of his actions, trolls realized he could be manipulated easily
Wow.
with humorous outcomes.
That's
Chris Chan was
weird.
like an interactive reality show that you knew was painful to watch but still couldn't look away. Kind of like a Black Mirror Jersey Shore. The trolls then uploaded explicit images of Sonichu which immediately triggered him. One of the images Chris found most offensive was Rosachu, a female character drawn with a male appendage. Upset by this, Chandler self-sabotaged himself by uploading
Why
a
did he
drawing
draw
which depicted
those?
girl to the point of climax.
Why did he draw that?
Initially, trolls thought the girl was his imaginary
And
twin
it looks
sister,
good.
Crystal, who shared the same name as his future daughter. But Chris was so disgusted by the thought of he then clarified that the girl was actually one of his closest childhood friends, Megan. By the way, spoiler, his opinion on would later change.
You fucking
see,
piece
he met
of
Megan
shit.
while playing Yu-Gi-Oh! At the gaming store
Megan.
he was photographed at. The two then became platonic friends, but
Hey,
she made
Megan.
repeated unwanted advances on
You got a
him. She
twin.
also got Chris to buy her things from time to time. After finding the shocking image of herself online, Megan sent Chris this email. I just don't know what to say now. I am very much scarred by that image and it will never leave me. And I can't decide what's worse, the image in general or the fact you intentionally drew it and gave it to the webmaster for that site that you hate so much. Not only have you poured gas on the fire by doing that, adding obscenity to the already horrific site, but you have also embarrassed and humiliated me and degraded and demeaned me whether you realize it or not. I mean, I'm not that kind of girl and you know that. So why? And you also lied to me about it. Between that and my recent heartbreak, how am I supposed to trust another man again? Simply put, I can no longer trust anyone now. You have very much hurt me on an emotional level. And when I get hurt emotionally, it'll take a physical toll. As in no appetite, feeling tired and sick, no sleep. So I'm unsure what to do about this. I can't say I really think of you the same anymore, I'm sorry to say. It was clear Megan had had enough and decided to cut off all contact. However, Chris kept including her in his comics and repeatedly tried to reach her. Realizing they found a treasure trove of entertainment, trolls continue to conduct intense campaigns against Christian. One of the worst of these trolls was Blue Spike. Blue Spike pretended to be a girl named Julie and recorded Chandler having phone sex and pleasuring himself. He also coerced Chris into putting his Sonichu medallion where the sun doesn't shine. The harshness of Blue Spike's trolling would be repeated again until years later when a group called the Idea Guys came around.
Shoved up my keyhole.
You shoved the Sonichu medallion up your.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I told my
Don't touch the fucking thing. If he put it there.
Ideas in his mind. As a result, they tricked Chandler into sending $6,000 worth of gift cards and gaming items by threatening to destroy his imaginary city, CWCville. They also convinced him to sell his body online, which was illegal. Another memorable troll was the character Liquid Chris, who was played by twins. Liquid was famous for posting videos on YouTube pretending to be Christian.
Okay, that's fucked up.
Captain's Log. Started June 21st, 2009. My name is Christian Weston Chandler.
Okay.
And
You're a bad
y'all
actor.
already know me of the
You suck as a Christian
creator
anyways.
of the Sonichu franchise and comics.
Why would you want to be...
And, the Rosachu comic.
He actually infuriated the real Chris, aka Solid Chris, because he was truly a better version of him. For example, Liquid could play a real guitar while Solid could only play Guitar Hero, and Liquid proved he could speak multiple languages when Solid attempted to speak in Spanish. In a final battle, Liquid got Solid to compete with him for a girl named Casey who was also a troll. Unfortunately, Solid just ended up offending her father, which pushed Casey away for good. Oh, by the way, one of the Liquid twins would later end up marrying Casey and becoming a cancer researcher. In 2011, things got worse for Chandler when his father Robert died of a heart attack. Robert was known as a voice of reason, and without him, Chris's behavior worsened. This was best demonstrated later that year when he and his mother Barbara were arrested for hitting Michael Snyder with their car. You see, Snyder was the owner of the gaming store Chris used to frequent and banned him in 2008 for getting into a shouting match with an African-American customer. Michael was actually looking for any reason to ban him because he scared little kids and disrupted the peace. As a result, Chris internalized an intense hatred for him because he felt he was unfairly banned. The fact Snyder was Jewish also fueled his already existing anti-Semitic beliefs. Selflessly, Snyder didn't want Chris Chan to get a felony on his record, so he requested leniency for his case. This resulted in a misdemeanor sentence which eventually got removed. In 2012, Chris Chan lost his V-card to a paid female individual. Many considered this cheating and didn't count it, but Chandler was quite happy. That happiness would be short-lived though. In 2014, Chris's house burned down due to an electrical fire.
Wow.
Greene County investigators are looking into the cause of a house fire early this morning. It started at about 3 o'clock.
He had some bad luck. Jesus Christ.
In the southern part of the county. We're told the fire started in a first floor bathroom.
If he didn't do what he did to his mom, I'd feel sorry for him. I really would. If he didn't do what he did to his mom, this would be super sad.
It was a tough time for him, and he had to rely on donations.
He just needs someone to talk to. It's just not, he didn't know what he was doing.
GameStop employee shirt. Why, you may ask? Well, because Sonic's arms were changed from tan to blue in the game Sonic Boom.
Don't call anybody.
What did he do in that store? I didn't know. Was he trying to...
Interestingly, after this fiasco, Chris wasn't seen publicly for years. In 2016, Chris Chan arose like a phoenix from a pile of dog shit as Christine Chandler. Some felt this transition was just an elaborate attempt to have sex with lesbian females who he thought he had a better chance with.
Oh my God.
It's difficult to know
we have another Randy Stair, people.
As he has shown evidence of gender dysphoria in the past and is autistic. I also want to mention he believes a dimensional merge with fictional characters will one day occur. His thinking isn't exactly sound. Also, for the remainder of the video, I will refer to Christine with her preferred pronoun, she. Unhappy with her male genitalia, Chandler attempted to manifest female parts by listening to subliminal frequency hypnosis videos. One day, she then used the knife to speed up the process, which resulted in a skin infection.
Oh, that is horrifying.
Appeared online, many were disgusted and begged her to see a doctor. At first,
that was horrific.
Okay, but later succumbed to the pressure and sought medical attention. Godspeed to that poor doctor, for what he or she saw was not of this world. Just when everyone thought
she had nightmares,
bottom, she proved them all wrong. In August 2021, Christine was arrested for alleged raping her 70-year-old
And there's pictures on. I haven't seen pictures, but I've seen people say there's pictures of it. Who took that picture?
You're beautiful.
Look up, meet the rock, Kill Street. I live here in Richmond, buddy.
Why were you live streaming his arrest though?
You appear to be compliant.
Or her arrest. Sorry, her arrest.
Yeah, you're lying to about 3,000 people right now, Christian.
I can't even hear what the hell Christian's saying. The guy's yelling over him.
You doing good?
Everything is going to work out.
Doing good, feeling good?
As of today,
Looks like his balls haven't dropped yet either. He still sounds like a chipmunk.
Audio recording of a phone call and text messages were leaked by a girl who goes by Bella. Oddly, Bella is alleged to have bullied a trans student to the point of and is suspected to have worked with others to get Chris to do the same. In addition, it's believed Bella actually encouraged Chandler to engage in the explicit acts of his mother. The evidence is extremely disturbing, so listen at your own risk. Here are some of the text messages. Just going ahead and sharing this with you, fresh experience. On the strictly confidential just between you and I. So yes, Barb and I just had another romp in the hay and an extensive cuddle.
Sorry, it's bright now. It's what the subtitles are for, people.
And I took the input and focused on getting blood flow into the groin area. The text then got absolutely sickening. When I read the next ones, I wanted to vomit. Would you believe she has literally never ever in her entire life? And obviously, those out of the 8 guys counting Robert Chu before me were not hitting her.
Robert who? Chu.
I had attempted the first night to rub her in there. I found her spot, but it hurt her. But alternatively, I did find that I was good at it with my tongue. Initially, she claimed Barbara.
Oh my God! I'm gonna have nightmares.
Whatever. I just thought that was honestly just really interesting, and that's how I got into you when I was younger, right? But I had.
What is it?
I
BRB.
that Barbara was.
Breathe.
That Barbara
I don't know what his shirt says.
I never got any of those vibes. But how did you approach her? I approached her with care and caution.
Is that Chris talking?
It was a time
Chris Chan? Is that him or her talking?
Give her comfort to talk with her. Just
Doesn't sound like her.
I encouraged her positively, but her made the first move. She wanted to do it. Oh, she did? Really? She made the first move? Yeah.
Subtitles aren't even going.
Wow, Barbara. How did she do it, if you don't mind me asking? What was the first move?
You're joking about it, thinking it's funny?
I don't remember exactly. But that was her first move. My approach was... I forgot exactly what terminology and approach I used, but I approached with care and caution. That's good. And that was fun.
Christian's creepy as hell. Look at them fucking eyes.
That's good. And how did she respond when you approached her? What did she say?
She has dementia. She can't consent, bruh.
I think she was
Fuck.
partially confused at one point, but then she came around, obviously, with more.
If you wanted to fuck somebody, go. Fuck the girls.
However, Chandler later changed
Never
her story
fucking
and said
mind.
she did it because she had thought about it for a while.
Well, God just said it was okay and God said this is okay? Yeah, then you don't have anything to worry about if God himself said this is fine. Yeah. And so yeah. I think I was talking to myself, I was like,
How is this supposed to be entertaining in any way?
Then how did this happen? How did this come about? Well, which just mainly on this really morning, and I did
I heard that word, horny. Oh my god.
to come about, so
How can you be horny if your dick is sliced in half?
and I don't want to relate labels.
All you feel down there is pain if I had my...
Currently, Christina's booked as a male inmate despite being transgender in Central Virginia Regional Jail. On August 5th, she was denied bond by a judge. Christine also reportedly exclaimed the words, "I am famous on the internet," in a later legal proceeding. Ultimately, Christine Chandler's story is one of a continuous downward spiral. There was so much that happened, and this video only covered a small percentage of the Chris story. She was easily manipulated and became a test subject for trolls who wanted to push her further and further. It's apparent she harbored racist, sexist, and even homophobic tendencies for years, some of which manifested through her Sonichu comics. Christine also reacted in the worst ways possible, like the time she threw herself at the ground after she was kicked out of Too Many Gamescom for being too handsy.
Is that Christine literally on the floor cowering?
The recent allegations are sickening, and if true, I hope Chandler faces justice for what she did. In addition,
Me
the
too.
information about Bella's alleged sociopathic past has muddied the waters. Without a doubt, the story is still unfolding, and only time will tell what happens next. If you like this video, please consider giving me a big thumbs up.
I don't know, it was a year ago.
Also, feel free to follow me on Twitter or Instagram.
It's just been going on for a year.
Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next one.
I've seen his videos, some of his videos before. He's actually a pretty good content creator, but yeah, Christine's fucked up for doing what the fuck they did to their mom. But yeah, what do you think of Christian? Let me know in the comments below. I'm sure everybody knows about him now, but yeah, that was Christian, the creep who fucked his mom for no reason. Yeah, so with that said, guys, thanks for watching. Take care. See you all in the next one. Peace out.